Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me today on my first Wednesday wellness program of the new year. I hope and pray that you had a blessed Christmas and a very happy New Year as we did. My name is Jerry Baker, if you're joining for the first time, and I'm a wellness and nutrition consultant and coach. My passion is to share wellness um, recommendations and ideas and products with those who I meet so that they can achieve greater health um, in their lives. It's something that I've experienced for what now about 15 years, and I just love to share it with others. And so, thanks for joining me and giving me the opportunity to do that. So I've got slides which I would like to share. So let me share my screen and the slides, and we'll get started today. So again, this is my weekly wellness discovery show, January 8th, 2025. We've been off for a couple weeks, so happy to be back and be able to share this important and helpful information with you. My mission basically is to empower people to move from finding cures to prevention. I'm here to help you improve your health by living in harmony with nature and empowering you to live your best life. I spent 45 years in the healthcare field, which I also call the sick care field because the focus is all on diagnosing sickness, which is important, and then prescribing drugs to at least treat the symptoms, if not the underlying illness itself, and then sometimes prescribing another drug to counteract the side effects of the first drug, and so on. So I like to take a different approach, and instead of healthcare or sick care, I prescribe well care. So welcome to this week's show. The best way to ensure you have a life of lasting vitality and well-being is to get educated on the natural way to health. And that's my passion, and that's my intent and goal in each of these sessions. So in today's show, we're diving into how glucose impacts weight gain. In this time of year, of course, a lot of people have put on weight over the holidays, and they're thinking about how do I get rid of it and prevent gaining any more weight. So I'll share one simple science-backed hack that could change everything. So just getting right into it, have you ever felt like no matter how healthy you try to eat or how hard you work out, that stubborn belly fat just won't budge? I won't show pictures, but I know that's particularly as a man, as I've gotten older, that's where the fat tends to accumulate. Um, so how do we get rid of that, or at least uh, maybe decrease it somewhat? Well, maybe you've also noticed that sugar cravings sneak back in no matter how many times you say, "This is it, no more sweets." And then, as you can see in the picture there, you see that donut. And I know I go to a church where they often have donuts available before the morning service. You have to walk by it to get into the service, so it's sometimes a challenge. So the culprit actually may be something that most of us overlook, and that is glucose spikes. So let's talk about glucose. Whenever you eat foods that are high in carbs or sugar, think bread, pasta, pastries, all things that I like, your blood sugar spikes. Your body responds by releasing insulin, which is a hormone that helps to move glucose out of your blood and into your cells for more energy. So this is just kind of a diagram of how that works. You have a starch molecule and carbohydrates to digest that. You go through digestion and it produces sugar molecules. So here's one thing. If you don't need that energy right away, your body stores it as fat. And guess where it loves to store it? Around your belly. Again, particularly if you're a man who is aging. This process doesn't just make it harder to lose weight, it also contributes to visceral fat, which is the dangerous fat that wraps around your organs. So visceral fat isn't just about aesthetics, although there is that. It's linked to serious health risks like diabetes and heart disease. And diabetes really is what they call a gateway um, disease. In other words, it leads to many other diseases as well. So here's how the cycle works. You eat, glucose spikes, insulin spikes, leftover glucose gets stored as fat, and your blood sugar crashes, leaving you hungry, craving more, and then repeating that whole cycle. Over time, repeated glucose spikes can increase fat storage, especially in belly fat, as we mentioned, trigger cravings as blood sugar dips, leading to overeating, and then slow metabolism by keeping insulin levels high and making fat burning harder. Sounds frustrating, right? But here's the good news. Stabilizing your glucose doesn't have to be hard, and you don't, you don't need to say goodbye to your favorite foods. I'm having coffee, and I just read somewhere that coffee is healthier for you than you realize. So we're going to talk a little bit about Jessie Inchauspé. Don't know if I'm saying that correctly. She's also known as the glucose goddess, and she spent years studying glucose and its impact on health. And in her book, Glucose Revolution, she shares 10 hacks to help stabilize glucose levels. It's maybe a book that you want. I'm thinking of purchasing that myself. Yeah, you might want to write down that name just in case. So these hacks are simple, practical, and best of all, they help you keep eating the foods you love, and no crash diets or carb-free living is required. So there are 10 hacks that can change your life. It's from her book, which is called The Vinegar Hack. So that's one of my favorite ones, is the vinegar hack. So are you ready for this? Here's how it works. Before you eat a meal, mix 1 tablespoon of vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is good, or even just plain white vinegar works, with a large glass of water. Drink it about 10 to 20 minutes before you start eating. I know it's not all that tasty, but it doesn't take long to drink it down. So why does this work? Well, the acetic acid in vinegar slows down how your body digests carbohydrates, which means your glucose levels rise more gradually instead of spiking. And research also shows that this trick can reduce post-meal glucose levels by up to 30%. So that's really going to impact those cravings. It's such a simple hack, and honestly, I think it's a game changer. I've started doing this as well. Obviously, it's too soon to tell, but so this is just one of the hacks that Jessie talks about in the Glucose Revolution. There are 9 more that are just as practical and effective. Perhaps we'll cover some of those in a future show. I don't know. But if you're curious to learn more, let's chat, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and share how these simple changes can transform your health. And speaking of transformation, don't miss our upcoming Vitality for Life show, How Good Energy Leads to a Healthier Weight. It's on January 22nd, the day before my birthday, at 8 p.m. And we're diving even deeper into how you can boost energy and balance your health in 2025. You don't want to miss this one. You'll maybe see this in some of my social media posts. Again, Wednesday, January 22nd at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So it's a perfect way to kick off the new year with actionable tips and inspiring ideas to support your health goals. So save your spot now. I'd love to have you join us. I've dropped a link to register for the webcast on the last slide of the show, so you can very easily go there and save your seat. So there's a quick recap of today's show, as I like to keep them fairly brief. Today we uncovered the surprising link between glucose and weight gain, and why those stubborn cravings and belly fat might not be all your fault. A vinegar hack is simple, and it's an effective way to reduce post-meal glucose levels. Also, now, just as a review, last week, if you, or not last week, the last time we met, actually, we talked about the upcoming webcast that I mentioned today. And there was a replay of the big wellness wrap up to celebrate, reflect, and recharge. And there's 3 new wellness articles and videos to help you overcome common holiday health challenges and boost your energy and to enjoy your best holiday season yet. So to learn more, you can get more results in the recent issue of my Vitality for Life e-newsletter, which is archived in my Wellness Center. Or if you have subscribed to it already, check your inbox. If you're not subscribed, you can create a free account in my Wellness Center and unlock access to a lot of trusted resources. We've got expert interviews and more. Again, I've dropped a link to my Wellness Center on the last slide of the show. Also, on this topic that we're covering today, you can learn more in my Wellness Center. Here are some articles. 7 benefits of fiber for fat loss. Which weight plan is best for you, and little known secrets to blood sugar and weight. Also, there's some archived events videos in my Wellness Center. Again, there's one here about the flatten your glucose spikes and your belly with this hack, of course, which we've just talked about. Or if you want, you can book with me a one-on-one wellness strategy session. So I help to create a personalized plan for you and help you to take control of your wellness goals. So let's work together to design a strategy that's tailored specifically for you. Leave a comment below or send me a message to book your session today. My email's address is on the last slide. And let's start building the healthiest version of you. Increase your wellness IQ. Join my wellness community on Facebook. There's a link to that also on the last slide. And register for the upcoming wellness webcast. Again, I posted links for everything I covered on the last slide of the show. And you can also message or email me if you're interested in learning more. So here are those important links. You can take a screenshot of this. I'll just leave the slide up here for a little bit. If you're a fast writer, you can write these down, or you can always go back and watch this again and pause it at this point. So here's the link to register for the upcoming webinar, How Good Energy Leads to Healthier Weight. Here's a link to my wellness Facebook page. There's also a link here to personalized recommendations. There's a survey here. If you complete the survey, answer questions about your health goals, your diet, your lifestyle, and many other things. Once you submit the answers to that, you'll get personalized recommendations for those products, that are designed specifically for you, and as based on the answers to the questions that you submit. And again, here's my email, jerry@bit4lifellc.com. So thanks again for watching. I look forward to seeing you again. Well, I won't see you. I won't know if you're there, but drop me a link and let me know you watched, and let me know what you think about it. So anyhow, again, thanks very much. Again, we're in the new year, and pray that this year would be happy and healthy for you. And I'd love to help you with the healthy part. Again, thanks very much, and have a great rest of the day and a great week and a great new year. Take care.